All right, let's talk about an absolute titan of global travel, Dubai International Airport. Seriously, it's not just a busy airport. It's a record-shattering, hyper-efficient machine that's kind of rewriting the rules for what an airport can even be. So let's break down exactly how they pull it off. Okay, let's just kick things off with a number that is kind of hard to wrap your head around. In just the third quarter of 2023, Dubai's main airport, DXB, handled 24.2 million passengers. No, that's not for a whole year, that's just for 3 months. This was by far the busiest single quarter in the airport's entire 65-year history. Which, of course, brings us to the big question. How on earth does a single airport manage to process a crowd the size of the entire population of Australia every single quarter? The answer, as you'll see, is a total masterclass in scale, speed, and strategy. So, to really get a feel for what this means, let's dig into the numbers behind this new world record. Because these aren't just good numbers. They've pretty much cemented DXB's spot at the very top of the aviation world. And what's so wild is how these numbers paint a picture of just insane demand. You've got 70 million people in just 9 months, a rolling total that's pushing almost 94 million. But check out that last number, an average of 213 passengers on every single flight. I mean, that just screams that demand is through the roof, and airlines are flying planes that are absolutely packed. Okay, so having huge numbers is one thing, right? But actually managing them without the whole place grinding to a halt, that's a whole other ballgame. And this is where we get into the real magic behind the curtain, the efficiency machine. And the secret? Well, it's not just about having giant terminals, it's about processing people and, crucially, their bags at a speed that almost feels impossible. Just look at these stats. They show you how incredibly fast this whole experience is. Think about this. First up, security. For nearly every single person, we're talking 99.7% of all travelers, the time it takes to get through security screening is under 5 minutes. Just let that sink in for a second. Under 5 minutes. And nope, they don't stop there. What about passport control when you're leaving? Almost the same story. 99.6% of passengers are cleared and on their way in under 10 minutes. You know, this isn't just about good customer service. It's a core part of their business model that keeps millions and millions of people flowing smoothly. All right, fast security is amazing. We love to see it. But let's be real. We all know the real moment of anxiety at any airport is your luggage. Where is my bag? Did it actually make the connection? Well, DXB has a pretty incredible answer for that, too. And this next number, wow. It just perfectly shows you how precise they are. Their mishandled baggage rate is just 0.02%. To put that in perspective, that means for every 1,000 passengers, only 2 bags get mishandled. That's an astonishingly low figure, and it tells you everything about their investment in tech and just getting the process right. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. DXB's success isn't just about being a people-moving machine. The airport itself is a colossal commercial engine. It's basically a giant, high-end shopping mall that just happens to have planes attached. Yeah, check out this chart because it tells you everything you need to know. Passenger numbers? Up a very healthy 2.1%. But look at the sales from Dubai duty-free, up more than twice that rate at over 5%. That means not only are there more people coming through, but each person is opening their wallets and spending significantly more money. For an airport operator, that is the dream. And the grand total? It's just staggering. In the first half of 2023 alone, shoppers at Dubai Duty Free spent over $1.1 billion. You know, that's not just a successful airport store. That's one of the most successful retail businesses on the entire planet. So what's everyone buying? Well, it's a pretty classic mix. Perfumes, yeah, that makes sense. They're the big winner. But then you see gold, right there at 10%. I mean, come on. Where else on earth is buying actual gold bars just a normal part of your airport routine? It just perfectly captures the kind of unique retail world they've built there. Okay, but you absolutely cannot tell this story without talking about the airport's other half. Its partner in crime, really, the airline that calls it home, the Emirates Group. The success of these two is completely intertwined. I mean, it is the definition of a symbiotic relationship. One literally cannot succeed without the other.
When Emirates has a record-breaking year like their $3.3 billion profit, it's because millions are flying through their Dubai hub. And when DXB posts record traffic, it's because Emirates is feeding its massive global network right through there. It's just this perfect, powerful loop, right? Emirates' success brings more planes, more landing fees, and especially more premium travelers, the ones who spend big in the shops, to the airport. And what does the airport do in return? It gives Emirates the super efficient, world-class hub that gives them a massive competitive edge. They just feed off each other's success. But here's the thing you have to understand about Dubai. They are never, ever satisfied. While they're busy smashing all these records, they're already deep into building the next chapter of their dominance in aviation. And they're basically attacking this on two fronts. Right now, they're beefing up the current terminals, adding ridiculously high-end stores like Louis Vuitton and Cartier to capture even more of that spending. But the long-term plan, wow, it's a brand new $35 billion terminal at Dubai's second airport, DWC, and the goal is for it to eventually handle all of the city's air traffic. And look, this isn't just about building a bigger box. The CEO, Paul Griffiths, puts it perfectly. He says this vision is about reimagining the entire travel experience. That's a huge statement. They don't just want a bigger airport. They want to build a fundamentally different and better one that changes how we all think about travel. So that really leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? When you combine the insane numbers, the incredible speed, and these massive plans for what's coming next, you really have to wonder, is Dubai busy building the airport of the future? Or is the future already here?